Welcome to Website Wednesdays, the first Website Wednesdays for 2020. This week I'm talking about a new year, new disclaimer, copyright date update. So for those of you who don't understand what that means, basically I am saying that at the beginning of every new year, you need to update your copyright disclaimer that sits in the footer of your website. So when you start your Squarespace template, this actually is not prompted to you within the templates. It's something that you have to add yourself as a text block within your footer. And I know Wix does have this in some of their templates, but what they tend to do is they'll write a sort of bogus date on it. So basically your copyright disclaimer sits in your footer of your website, and it will say something like, it will have the little copyright symbol in the circle, the C in the circle, and it will say C or copyright and then your business name, and then either the current year or a year from the date of operation of your business to the current year. So the Wix website, some of them have a date like copyright 2029, which is obviously not going to work because we haven't gotten there yet. So for Wix users, it's a good tip to always update that, because I actually have seen Wix websites online that haven't updated it to the current year's date, and it still says copyright 2029 or 2032 or something silly like that. So just make sure that you always have your copyright date to the current year. So for those of you that would have had copyright dates, and I add that on all my client websites, the copyright date would always be for the year that I've completed the site in. So if you have your copyright for 2019, you're going to want to go into your Squarespace website and update your copyright to 2020. So as mentioned before, another way you can do it is have a year range. So for me, that's something that I do. So it can be from like any work that has appeared on your website from a certain date. So the earliest work or the earliest, I guess, copyrighted material that you have on your website, you can put that date there. So for me, it's like 2007 to 2020 now. And I will just show you quickly on my screen. I will share my Squarespace site so you know what I mean. So let's just quickly go there. So I've got my Squarespace website here, and I've got my panel on the side, but what I'm wanting to look at is my page. So I've scrolled right down to the bottom of my Squarespace website, and as you can see here at the bottom, I've got the copyright symbol. Sometimes people like to write the actual word copyright, and that's copyright as COPYRIGHT, followed by your business name, and then either a year range, or you could just put the 2020, and then usually followed by all rights reserved. So basically, this is a little copyright disclaimer that tells people that everything that's on your website, all the information that is on your website is your copyrighted information, and it's essentially a small disclaimer to protect you from people who want to plagiarize your content. It's basically saying that you own everything that's on this website. This is your intellectual property, and it's copyrighted under your business name. Another thing you'll also want to update for a date as well is your terms and conditions. So I'm just going to quickly pop into my terms and conditions here, because you also have a copyright disclaimer, copyright notice as part of your terms and conditions. So that's just here. So what you'll want to do is update your date in your normal footer copyright disclaimer, and then also update to the current date here within your terms and conditions policy on your website. So two important places that you need to make sure that your copyright is amended to the current year that you're in. So if we just go here, stop share. Cool. So yeah, that's everything for this week's quick little episode for Website Wednesdays. It's a small thing to do, quite easy, but a lot of people forget about it because it's not like a number one thing on their radar to update for their website. But every year it's an important thing to just quickly pop into your Squarespace website, Wix website, or any website that you have really, and just update the copyright date to make it relevant for the current year. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching and watching for the first one for 2020. I will catch you in a fortnight for the next Website Wednesdays. Thanks for watching. Bye.